Going to join us just now. Thanks for joining us. Good afternoon. Interesting times, exciting times, especially as well for the players. It's important as well for the team as the coach prepares his team for the upcoming MTN 8.
It's a big game. It's time where South Africans pause. A friend of mine told me that even if you owe SARS on the day, you are forgiven for not paying. The stock exchange stops on the day. It's a matter of talk of the town, shebins, taxi ranks, bus stops. Everybody's talking about today. So it's exciting times for football, not only for the two teams, but for South African football. Globally, countries, have got this as a standard in their calendar of football. You've got a derby in, Spain, Madrid versus Barcelona. When you go to Manchester City and Manchester United. Yeah. So it is a big game. I don't think you can even measure it in terms of size. It is a full house affair, sold out weeks before the kickoff. That shows to you that it's a sign of confidence in the two teams and South African football, the PSL. So we're just looking forward. My boys are just ready and are ready to rumble tomorrow. 3:30, FNB Stadium. That's where it will be happening.
Now, Mickey, he's talking about the excitement and it's the much anticipated Soweto derby. But if you track back, you were there at the helm at Pirates when this concept of the black label was introduced. It wasn't really welcomed in some quarters. It was criticized as well. But over the years, the momentum has built. It's exciting. Tickets are sold out 3 weeks before the event. So what is it that has changed? What is it that is different, that is so interesting and exciting that people would want to go to the match, 3 weeks before even the match kicks off?
Thanks for the opportunity. Let me just indicate that when you have, the best, continental showpiece taking place, the Soweto derby is the biggest, one of the biggest in Africa. What is the best way to start a season than to have those two teams? They kind of like proved a lot of doubting Thomas is wrong, that the Cunning Black Label Cup will never stand the test of time. But it has stood the test of time. Over and above that, it gives an opportunity to aspiring young coaches, It has an opportunity whereby the fans themselves also, they're the ones who pick up their starting 11. I would vote for someone that I would want to go and see. And here it's an opportunity. It has never happened in the history of South African football. But here's a platform that enables that to happen, Over and above that, you still have charity organizations that will benefit from this. And you've got two charity organizations at the end of that, the Kaizer Black Label Cup, whereby, will be selected to be the beneficiaries with regard to the proceeds of some of what is happening with regard to the sales of the Kaizer Black Label. So it's quite a very interesting and, a very motivating, giving platform. And South African population, they've welcomed it with open arms. And I must say that it's such a pity that next year, it's actually the last year, of the contract, because actually it's been running for now the 5th year. So we'll see what's going to happen. But it's been a beautiful concept and it's been loved, throughout.
Talking that the contract will be coming to an end next year, Kaizer Chiefs has only won it once, Orlando Pirates twice. As Kaizer Chiefs, I'm sure that you want to equal that record. But as well, I know that Pirates coming to you, Mickey, after his answer, that Pirates would want to extend so that when it ends, then they are above Kaizer Chiefs, as well as Kaizer Chiefs to equal, so that when it ends, then you're also above and you probably keep the trophy.
Foremost, of course, it's important to highlight that the cup itself has stood the test of time because it preaches the message of, responsible drinking. When you talk about the results and the statistics, I can tell you now that when the two lock horns at any given time, statistics don't matter. Whether they are two up, or one up in terms of the number of years that they've won it, it's non-factor when you go to this game. What goes into this game is total new ball game, and we just want to impress. And what a better way of starting, our jugular. And this is the type of season that we want to have. We want to make sure that this season we sweep across the board. Anything that comes our way, any team that comes to the FNB Stadium must get a hiding. So we're starting this weekend. We not looking at statistics at all. We're not even impressed by the statistics. We're impressed by the fact that we want to defend, what we won last season. And our next game is the one that's important. What happened, previously is not so much important.
Not so much important what happened previously, but Orlando Pirates' view on that?
I've got Lehlonololo Major and Kemit Erasmus. That's what the combination that my fans want to see. I've got Opa Manyisa and Sfisomian in the middle of the park. And you would see that most of the players that are selected with regard to the starting 11 are the same players that actually were the recipients of the Orlando Pirates Players Awards. Now, they want to show you that they got these awards because they are well-deserving, and that's what they're going to prove. I mean, you've got Opa Manyesa, he is the Orlando Pirates Player of the Season. You've got Thabo Matlaba on the left back. He collected 2 awards, Senzo Meyiwa, inclusive of the Chairman's Award, So you would see that it's quite a very interesting 11 that we've put together. Now, the manner in which the cup was won last season, it doesn't really help for us to talk about it. But I'm just saying that it's about time, that chickens come home to get roasted, We've got Lehlonololo Majoro, the very same player, in Soweto ba go na le ka motshetseng. You know what I'm saying? We've got that player, now he's playing for Orlando Pirates Football Club. And definitely, when I was speaking to Kemit Erasmus this morning, Vina can bear testimony to that. Kemit came out clear and said, we're going to score goals. It's going to be a humdinger of a game. I mean, it's going to be pulsating from the first minute until the last minute.
Mickey, just to come in there, pulsating, we're expecting a lot of goals. Just to wrap it up, Vina, we don't want a 1-0, we want a lot of goals, and I'm sure that the players as well are motivated to make sure that we score. After seeing the World Cup, a lot of goals being scored there. Just to wrap it up quickly for us.
Inspired by Brazil 2014, lots of goals, record-breaking, obviously, type of goals. When you talk about Lehlonololo, jumped ship, joined the Sea Robbers, I'm ready tomorrow. How I won it last time doesn't matter, of course. And remember, when they won it, they won only on penalties. And I set the tone last season that it's over with penalties.
Then you can win it on offside.
So it's tomorrow.
Gentlemen, yeah.
It's a grudge game.
Because
We can start the fight in this studio.
But anyway,
it's a beautiful game. Tomorrow, we're saying people must come early. Arrive
but also the other thing,
from
just
the stadium.
Safety. Safety is very, very important. If you don't have a ticket, please don't come. Don't come, then cause unnecessary confusion. We're urging our fans, both Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs, please to utilize park and ride. If you don't have a parking ticket, don't try and bring your car there. You're going to be towed away. Those that be police in different types of uniform, and those who are there to pickpocket other people, they're going to be arrested. So those who drink, they must drink responsible. But at 5:30, I'll be celebrating with my Kalin Black Label in my hand.
Gentlemen,
I'm winning this one.
I'm winning this one. And that was the 2 reps for Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs ahead of the Carling Black Label. And that's where we have to end it in this hour, the PM Sports News. And next up is the Continental Weather Update.